So today's video is about lasers and energy-based devices. This video is basically for my junior colleagues because I, being a dermatologist and aesthetic physician, felt that sometimes we are performing lasers but we don't know the basics of the lasers. So I decided to make a couple of videos on lasers. So feel free to ask me any question, and if you have any question you can put in the comment box. What are lasers? Lasers, you all know that it is an acronym. It means that light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Now what does that mean basically? इसका मतलब ये है कि हमारे पास एक light source होगा which can be an electric current. Then we have an optical resonator जिसमें मीडियम होगा डिफरेंट. अब ये मीडियम सॉलिड भी हो सकता है, लिक्विड भी हो सकता है, गैस भी हो सकते हैं. इस मीडियम ने डिसाइड करना है कि फर्दर जो इलेक्ट्रॉन बीम या लेजर बीम जनरेट होगी वो किस नेचर की लेजर बीम जनरेट होगी. एंड देयर आर रिफ्लेक्टिव मिरर्स, दे फाइनली रिफ्लेक्ट एंड मेक द लेजर बीम टू पास थ्रू देम. So starting from the electric current generates photons. When these photons they hit the medium in the electrical or optical resonator, these atoms contained in the medium, they contain some electrons. These electrons are basically present in the ground state, and when the photons they hit those electrons, these electrons go to a high energy state, and while coming back to their ground state they emit photons. And then there is a vicious cycle by which many photons are released by this process. Then these photons they pass through a mirror which is semi-transparent. This semi-transparent mirror, it only allows those photons to pass through it which have the same wavelength, which are in the same phase, and which is in the same direction. So this is called a laser beam, which is having a same wavelength, having the same phase, and having the same direction. So this is how the laser beam is generated. और लेजर बीम का जो नेम है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ वी से दैट इट इज अ CO2 लेजर, व्हेन वी से इट इज अ Nd:YAG लेजर और द डायोड लेजर, it is decided by that medium which is contained in the optical resonator. For example, if that optical resonator contains Nd:YAG as the medium by which the photons are emitted, this is called an Nd:YAG laser, and it has a wavelength of 1064 nanometer. If this medium contains CO2 gas, then this is a CO2 laser, and this has a wavelength of 10,600 nanometer, and so on. So this is the process of laser beam generation, and then we would be in next few videos we would be discussing the different type of laser, different terminology discussed in laser. So if you have any question, just put it in the comment section.